All right. Welcome to the Max Med Sports Wagering Show. My name is John Santucci. Call me Tooch. I have got my two friends with me tonight. Got Mr. Sean Higgs and Anthony from Pounded Sports. The old three of us going to talk a little baseball. We're going to talk a little NBA playoffs. How's everyone doing, Sean?
Pretty good. Playoff streaming, not too bad. A little NBA. I think I'm 56% for the playoffs, and I 56% on the year for NBA. 36 and 28. I'm not
good.
racing to again. NBA for me, it's pick and choose spot. Although I do fire in the playoffs. I fire in playoffs, and baseball's been good. 63 and 49. As you can see, in a week and a half, I've doubled up my baseball to NBA bets. So I love me some baseball, and it's my favorite. Baseball and college hoops to bet on. I love it.
I love baseball, but man, it is so volatile for me. I have such a hard time making up my mind a lot of times with baseball, my baseball picks and stuff. But NBA is pretty good for me. 3-0 last night. Anthony, I know you had a great night too. I think you were 8-2.
Can't beat that.
I was 10-1, probably by accident, as Anthony will tell you.
Most times we hit days when you have good days like that, it is usually by accident. You're hoping for like a 6. You're hoping to go 6-4, right?
Yep, exactly.
4-1 days are nice. You're just hoping to grind it out, but we'll take it because Lord knows there's going to be that 1 in 10 day. You're going to be like, what the heck just happened here?
Yeah, usually April's pretty rough, and this April's been really good, so pretty excited.
Yep. Last night, it was kind of favorite nights, except in the NBA, the Warriors are like the wagon. I jumped on it last night. Had the Warriors, the Jazz, and Mavericks. Like Anthony and I were talking, it was maybe last night or this morning. The Mavericks are just a tough matchup for the Jazz. The Jazz just do not match up with the Mavericks. Now you put Luke on there. I was like, I know the public was all over the Mavericks and the Warriors. But
time to break up that Jazz team, man. Terrible. Got nothing to show for it. Time to trade them away, start over, build it, get what you can for those 2 stars.
Such a disappointment.
Trade them, redo it. It's not working.
Yep.
And I like the Jazz. Every year I kind of like the Jazz. Like, is this the year to go get to the finals? The Towns, break them up.
And the Warriors are a terrible matchup for the Nuggets.
Yep.
That's just the way it is.
Nuggets don't even deserve to be in it. They have nothing to show for it.
They look terrible.
They have no match. The Warriors have an easy way in. That's an easy. That's like a bye week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the way it looks. The first 3 games, one kind of close one. Everything else is just bet the over next game too. Just bet the over 3 straight overs. It'll go over again because
that's it.
No answers. 120 plus for Golden State.
That's it. And tonight, should we start a little NBA while we're on the subject? Tonight, might as well. We got the Heat and the Hawks, and the 3 of us were talking before the show. Atlanta's down 0-2. If they're going to win, Sean, it's probably tonight, right?
You think you're down 0-2. Here comes the desperation, but we've seen, I don't know. I like Miami tonight. A couple of these other games we'll talk about them on the home team. This one, I don't know. The Atlanta team just seems like it's like the Denver team. You got one guy, and then what's going on with the rest of them? Where's the scoring coming from?
Yep.
As I say, you hope in one hand, you poop in the other, see what fills up first. Am I going to hope? You're going to hope and wait for somebody to pick up the scoring. I can't. I'm not betting on team. The hoping they show up today. I can't do it.
I hear what you're saying. Anthony, the Hawks are a different team at home than they are on the road. Would you say?
Oh yeah, big time. I just hate the game altogether. They gave the Heat a really tough time in game 2. And I have no faith in the Heat in game 3 personally. I just can't touch it. It wouldn't surprise me if the Heat win, and it wouldn't surprise me if the Hawks win. That's why I could really care less about this game tonight. It's too much of a coin flip, in my opinion.
It is. I kind of like the situation, Sean, with the Hawks down 0-2, that desperation, and then there's always in the back of my head, hey, the television wants an extra game, for they sell commercials and whatnot. Maybe the refs are a little kinder to Trae Young and company tonight.
Get those home calls.
If that's the case,
get the home calls.
That's the case. They'll extend the Warriors series. They'll extend the Grizzlies, T-Wolves, another game. They'll extend every game if that's the case. I mean, it comes down to which Hawks team is going to show up and which Heat team is going to show up. The Heat looked like shit in game 2. But they pulled it out at the end, and that's what matters. Game 1, they dominated from wire to wire.
Yep.
So it's going to be interesting. I mean, there's no excuse for the Hawks to lose this game. If they're going to win, they have to win tonight. So
yeah, I mean, I could see the Heat closing it out after this game if the Hawks get one win at home. But moving on, you got the Bucks in Chicago. Sean, are you surprised the Bulls got one up in Milwaukee?
Like any kind of game 2, you're down, you're going to come out. Here comes the desperation, right? So you're expecting, again, we just talked like the Hawks. You're down, you're going to come out, you're going to expect the best effort. Am I shocked they won outright? Yeah. Point-wise, okay, I can lean to taking the points. Like the Pelicans the other night. I like them getting a 9 after game 2. They were getting, what they get, 11 in game 1, 9 in game 2. I'm like, you know what? I'm getting the points here. Maybe they keep it close. So outright win, yeah, shocked. Here, though, you got a guy out. I kind of like the Bulls here. I don't know. Maybe they're that kind of stuff, I think, kind of breeds a little confidence in a team, right? You're a 10-point dog. You pull out a big win, and now the other team loses a guy, and you're thinking, you know what? We got a shot here. We got a little shot. 2-point dog at home. I grabbed the money line, plus 125 yesterday. I'm like, even with him out, it still seems a little light to me. Like, why isn't Milwaukee like a 5-point fave? They're a really good team. And it's a playoffs, and you expect the teams that are head and shoulders, and Milwaukee's a team like that. All right, during the year they had some losses, but let's be honest, this is a talented team. It should be a no contest game. The Bulls were here, then they dropped down, then it's like, what team is showing? Like the Bulls are like the Hawks. Who's showing up? I don't know. I think the Bulls. I thought it'd be a nice easy sweep or 4-1. I don't know. I think they're in trouble tonight. I think this game's going to be 2-1 Chicago, and Milwaukee will be. They're going to make it out of here.
Wow, it's great news for my bullies. To Anthony, but Chris Middleton suffered a sprained knee injury. He's one of the most versatile players because he can guard, a bunch of different players on the Bulls with his length and his athleticism. How are you feeling? I know you like the Bulls tonight.
Well, we're from Chicago. I mean, I don't know who's from Chicago and doesn't like the Bulls, but I mean, reality is, I have no confidence in the Bulls. I'm on the Bulls tonight. I mean, what they showed in Milwaukee and how they almost won game 1 and how they pulled it off in game 2, there's no excuse that they can't win game 3 with the hometown crowd behind them. And, I mean, put all the pressure on Giannis, which wouldn't surprise me if he pulls it off and put the 60-point game up. If he's that good. But Chris Middleton, nobody talks about Chris Middleton. You watch ESPN and you hear the LeBron crap, the Kyrie Irving crap, the Durant crap, the Curry crap. But you don't hear anything about Chris Middleton. He's got to be the most underrated player in the NBA. Look at the Bucks. They went from number 1 team probably in the East with the Celtics to about. I mean, they might be out in the first round to the Bulls, who were predicted to be swept in the first round. So that just tells you how much importance Chris Middleton is to this team and what he brings to the table to this team. So I'm all over the Bulls. I mean, DeRozan is on fire. He's focused. He's ready to go. I mean, this guy is an animal. He's tough. All he wants to do is win. He got paid. He wants to win. I would love to see the Bulls in the first round.
Well, speaking of DeRozan, that's the guy that Middleton would most likely be matched up on tonight. So I'll expect a big night from DeRozan, Sean.
Yeah, I mean, 20 boards tonight. I can see something crazy. As much as we were talking about Giannis and him putting up a 40 spot, right? It's going to all fall on his shoulders.
Yeah.
Bulls got their own guy who could put up a crazy stat line across the board. I like it. I mean, 2.5. Again, I thought, all right, 4, 5, 2. It was 1.5, 2. Looked way too low. Again, things like that look too easy. I don't know. I'm way too old to know too easy does not hit at a winning clip. All right, I might drop this one, but the next games we talk about, all these games, look at them. All these road teams are favored 1, 2 points. It's not going to be some road sweeping of the board. I think there'll be some shock, upsets here. All 3 home teams.
Look at last night.
You never know. Nothing's easy, folks. It's not. If that was the case, come on, you'd maybe be driving around in Teslas and Range Rovers. It's not that
Look
easy.
at last night. The Grizzlies had no reason to win that game.
Yeah. Never in doubt that Grizzly money line play there, right? Easy money.
The Grizzlies were down 26 with 9 minutes and 36 seconds left in the second quarter. Third quarter, they're down 25 with 2 minutes and 57 seconds, and they're up 9 at the end to win.
Unbelievable.
So, any other team, there's no way that happens. Any other team. So, if that line looked really easy, that should never have cashed. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Crazy.
We'll talk about this on that next game. I'll lead us into it, like that Phoenix game. And again, I had Memphis thinking, you know what? Moran, I think, is that good. And Memphis had a good season, 58 wins. I thought they're a better team. And now you look at this Phoenix game, a 60-plus win team. New Orleans got, 37 wins on the year? And it's like a 2. I'm like, man, this just screams to take Pelicans all day long. But I actually kind of like the under in this game. As much as I want to kind of lean with the home team, I'm going to say under because the Pelicans offense scares me. That's why that's how you finish 10 games under 500 on a year when you can't score and you get outscored in games. So I'm thinking under, and the Suns should win, but I can't bet it. I was thinking on the show today. I was like, oh man, Suns in the under day. I can't do the Suns. I got to just take the under and think it's going to be like 107 to 92 or something ridiculous. Definitely under.
Yeah,
So
you think
with
Devin Booker out, right?
Both teams are 4-0 and they're on the under in their last 4 games. What was it? I think I read 0-4 on the under in the last 4 games. Both teams going into tonight.
Yeah, I like the under there.
Big under, and without Booker in Phoenix, that kills our points. And so Oklahoma City, there was the beginning, the Oklahoma City where they were just absolute trash. And then as soon as they got CJ McCollum, they turned that whole season around.
Yeah.
But they ended the season getting blowouts. Huge blowouts. I think they lost by 16 or more in 3 straight games to end the season. And then they faced the Spurs and just barely got by the Spurs.
Yeah.
And then they go into this series. And the Suns should, even without Booker, just destroy them. Outside of McCollum, they have nobody.
It's like, between the 3 teams, you either have to take all 3 home teams today or all 3. Like, you can't just, you start jumping around. Like, I like Miami today. I like the Bucks. Excuse me, I like the Bulls over the Bucks. And this one, I'm like, what do I do? Because why do I feel I'll either be like 1-2 or 0-3 or something, like pick it and choose. You either got to go dogs, every home team, or every fave, I think, today. Every road team. It's either all the roadies or all the homies.
All right. I also like the under. I'm on the under tonight in this one because,
nice.
Devin Booker puts up, 25, 30 points a game. You got to take under in this one. Where's the scoring going to come from? For Phoenix, they'll have to figure that out. All right. What do you say we move over to the Major League Baseball action for tonight? Looks like St. Louis, Cincinnati. If you had no runs first inning, you are a loser tonight. So I think the Twitter Nerfy accounts gave out that one today. But Cardinals with a 1-0 lead, 1 run in the first inning. We are going.
I like Cincy there. Let's go, Cincy. Battle back.
I do too. I like that young pitcher, Hunter Green.
Good. Yeah, he's tough.
He's throwing triple digits.
Apparently they're hitting them today.
Problem is they're hitting it. That could be a problem, right? All right, Anthony. We are talking Baltimore at LA Angels, right? Is that the first game?
Yep.
Right. You got Bruce Zimmerman and Reed Detmers going tight. 2 lefties. Anthony, what are you thinking, Baltimore Angels today? I actually have a play on this game. I gave out first 5 Angels -0.5 first 5. I like the Angels to get to Zimmerman, and all I need to do is have a 1-run lead. How are you leaning in this one, Anthony?
Is he frozen?
Frozen, Sean.
Oh, it was a fly. Where did that come from? A fly. I open a window because it's like kind of nice. I'm like, it's got a breeze, and now all of a sudden I got a fly in the house.
I think he's coming back.
I'm leaning Baltimore in the under here. Believe it or not, the Orioles. It's tough betting on bad teams, but they've been getting the pitching has been solid for these guys. The pitching has been more than solid. And who are the Angels to be laying 190? I can't. I don't care who's. It's not like this isn't 2004 with when they were like the World Series. This team pitching. I like Demers, youngster. Okay, he's a tough lefty. He's a prospect for him. Can you prove something? I know the Orioles can score, but they're also not giving up a lot of runs either. So eventually teams are going to hit a little bit, but I can't take a 190 with the Angels. There's no, even the run line was even, you're laying a little money on. I couldn't. It would be under number 1, Baltimore number 2 here. I'll take the big 160, 165, and under the 8.5 until again, I'm not betting on we're going to get big offensive explosion. Even the Angels are not that much of a big offensive team. So give me the under.
Yeah, so far this season they haven't been.
Awful. Reed Detmer, he's got no future. I'm sorry. He's awful. I know he's a rookie. This kid is trash. I mean, what rock did they find this guy from under? I mean, seriously. Out of all the rookies, where did he come from? I mean, they should have a good prospect because of how bad they've been. And this is the best they have coming up. And then they got Joe Adele. The guy came and bat his weight. I mean, this is just awful. I mean, I can go all day on how bad this Angels team is. So 1 through 9, after 2, they're just washed up. I mean, it's just awful lineup after 2. They got Ohtani, Trout, trash, and then you got the Orioles. I mean,
I don't want to Walsh. Walsh isn't too bad. Walsh isn't too bad for me.
Yeah.
Is it Walsh or Walsh?
Jared Walsh.
Yeah.
Well, he's not playing today. He's not playing tonight.
All right.
You got washed up Anthony Rendon, Taylor Ward, Matt Duffy, Jack Mayfield, Max Stassi. I can keep going. I mean, it's just awful. And you really expect to win with that lineup? Come on. Joe Madden, just awful. The under 8.5 is the best play in this game. If you had to tell me which team to pick, the gun to my head, I think I'm just going to die because it's just awful. This is a game that's going to end 1-0, just not on good pitching, but on how bad the lineups are. I mean, if the Orioles don't win this game, they're not going to win a game in this series because this is just awful. Bruce Zimmerman, I mean, he's going to look like a Cy Young tonight probably. So under 8.5 is my best play.
Minus 173 for the Angels. You have to take the Orioles at plus 159.
That's an insult. That is an insult. Yeah. I mean, if you're taking the Angels and you're putting them in a parlay, I'm like, you got to be, jack about baseball. Period.
It opened at 192. It was a 190 opener.
Yeah.
It's like taking the Yankees tonight. They can't hit for anything. I don't know who's worse right now, the Angels lineup or the Yankees lineup.
Cleveland plus money all weekend.
Yeah. And you take the Orioles.
Right.
Orioles and Indians. That's the hidden gems of the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You put one unit on each night, and I guarantee you'll come up.
2 out of 6. If you get 2 out of the first 4, you're up. You doubled your money, basically.
Yeah. You can't go wrong.
All right, you heard it here, folks. You're getting some good knowledge here. I love the Guardians tonight too. They're plus 145 tonight versus Jameson Taillon. So probably the worst of the Yankees starters.
You know, what's funny? I picked up. I was opening a pack a couple weeks ago, and I got a really, really awesome card, rare card, and it happens to be Joe Adele. I'm like, son of a bitch, of all people. I'm like, I can't even sell this damn thing on eBay for $1, and it's rare. So yeah, it's awful, man. Just awful.
We know you love Joe Adele.
Well, you guys are giving out the knowledge here, man. I'm telling you. Taking the dogs plus money.
Yes.
Career.
I think I've bet like 12 favorites all season out of 100, 63 and 49. I think I have 12 favorites that I bet in baseball. I can't. Especially early on, you got to take the dogs.
Yep.
Everybody's got a shot right now. Everybody thinks they're, even the bad teams win a couple. It's like next thing you know, you're 2 games out of first place. You think you got a shot.
Baseball is the most eye perception sport in all the sports. Because when you look at it, it's like, oh, of course they're going to win. Wrong.
Yeah. Best team loses 60 games.
That's why if you fade the Dodgers like all year long, you're going to come out on top. You bet against the Dodgers with the dog,
Yep.
you know, because the line is always like minus 190, minus 220. So
I can't even touch the Dodgers because they're due to lose. I mean, they win every damn day. So it's like the one day I touch them, I bet you they lose. They're 9-3. I think I said they're due to lose 3 games ago, and they still haven't lost.
Yeah, they're good.
all right, so our next game we're going to be talking about is are we talking Dodgers, Padres now?
We're talking Dodgers, yeah.
All right.
Dodgers.
All right, Sean, how are we feeling about this game? I know you got Julio Urias, lefty, going against Nick Martinez. I would play the Padres at home plus money if I were to pick a side.
It would be, again, under, because I like Urias. I got a side future. I had him last year.
Right.
The kid is good. I could, with this lineup, he could easily be like a 23-3 kind of guy, like, 84, 85 Doc Gooden type numbers.
Yep.
Do I want to lay 150 on the road? Not really. This morning he was actually a little plus money on the run line. I'd go Dodgers run line. I can't. The Padres offense is struggling right now. I'll take my shot. Again, if I lose Dodgers run line, whatever. I'm not gonna lose 153. I'll lose 100 being on the run line. But I think that he's too good. He's not giving them more than 2 runs. So it would be run line and the under, because I don't think the Padres are going to hit a lick.
Does anybody know who the Padres cleanup hitter is tonight?
Who is
I'm
it?
going to give you a hint. He played for the Yankees and he sucked.
Voit?
Luke Voit.
And he's batting $154. And you better, I know damn well that guy's not done it.
He led the league in homers, though, didn't he?
No. But he's a home run or nothing guy. He's been $154 this year, struggling to start. 0 home runs, 5 RBIs. He went from American League to the National League. It's got to be a lot of transition when you go from one league to another. You either start off really hot or you start off really slow. And he started off really slow because he's a home run or nothing guy. I mean, that's your cleanup hitter, batting $154.
Yeah.
Your number 3 hitter is Jake Cronenworth, a second baseman. He's been $174 versus Dodgers all-star lineup. And
Under.
Dodgers run line all day. You take the under, the Dodgers run line, and the -1/2 first 5. I mean, you take all Dodgers.
There you go. I agree.
Nice job breaking it down there. Cronenworth, pretty good hitter last year. This year off to a slow start. Will we have another game yet?
No, that's it.
We give away a free play. I know Sean's got some shows to do also. Catch us back here soon. Let's give away a free play. All right. Free play tonight. Let's see. What do we got for our free play?
That's right here.
All right. Guys, is that it right there?
Dodgers run line. You can do Dodgers run line.
That's my fault because I'm hitting it. I thought you were frozen there.
Stop clicking it. There you go.
Sorry. All right. Dodgers run line, like Sean said. I also like the Dodgers first 5.
Dodgers all around.
Yep. All right. Let's thanks again, Sean, for your time, Anthony as well. And we'll see you next time on the Maximum Edge Sports Wagering Show.
And I'm the team captain. He's the preview, and I'm the main attraction. Unstoppable, unconquerable, on top of the world, accomplishing the impossible. Unstoppable, unconquerable, on top of the world, accomplishing the impossible. Invincible hustle, mighty desire to conspire, to transpire, to be higher.